Welcome to the 200 Proof Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Grayson Schutzman. This is Willie Bites. Say hi, Willie.
Hello, Willie.
We are a general sports podcast going to be talking NFL, the Giants firing Hitler. I mean Brian Daboll. Some other stuff.
Mega Hitler.
That basically Hitler. We are sponsored by SeatGeek. Use our promo code 200 Proof Sports, no spaces, for $20 off any ticket on SeatGeek if it's your first time using it, or if it's not and you made a new account. They do not care. For returning viewers, you may have noticed I have gotten a haircut, and that is because Willie Bites has some weird anti-hat guy stuff.
It was becoming too much. You can't wear a hat all the time.
I can't wear a hat?
And I didn't want to have to reestablish a new identity for you in my head as a hat guy.
I can't be
a lot of work.
Hat guy?
No.
It's just out of my realm of what I'm allowed.
Yeah, you're my alcohol friend.
Okay, can an alcohol friend not wear a hat?
You can't have two things.
I think hat guys, because when we were growing up, we'll get into sports eventually. When we were growing up, you'd have a friend group of 5 to 8 guys, and one guy would be hat guy. But now you walk around, and there's groups of 6 dudes, and 4 of them are wearing hats. I think hats are a lot more mainstream now than they used to be.
I think hats have always been mainstream.
No, but I think it's I think guys wear a lot more hats now because they have the long hair and the mullet shit. I think I always see guys wearing fucking trucker hats.
Yeah, there is a lot of guys with the fluffy Gen Z haircut.
Yeah.
The broccoli head guys.
Yeah, and that's probably really hard to maintain, and that's probably why they're always wearing hats.
So much product.
Yeah, if you get a haircut where you need to put product in your hair for it to look good, you got a bad haircut.
You got scammed.
Yeah, that's a bad haircut. I think this one did a little better than my last guy. My barber retired to be a firefighter, and my doctor's retiring too. What the fuck? Neither of them are over 50.
You know who had one of the worst haircuts I've ever seen?
Morel?
My annoying doorman Daniel, who will tell me good morning when I stumble in at 4:30 a.m. drunk after a night of partying. He'll be like, "Oh, good morning, William." I'm like,
"Fuck that."
But I got my revenge because there have been a couple times he goes 11 to 7, and so there have been times where it's the worst shift. But there have been times where I come back at 12:30, 12:15. I'll be like, "Oh, good morning, Daniel," and I get to go to bed, and he has to be up for another 7 hours.
Yeah, that fucking sucks. I hope you tip him on Christmas.
Yeah, but he let his wife cut his hair. It was one of the worst haircuts I've ever seen.
Yeah, don't let non-professional people cut your hair. Most of them are even bad at it.
Yeah.
All right, sports. So,
sports.
What happened today? Anything interesting with the Giants?
The Giants?
Giants. Jackson Dart officially has a concussion.
I thought he had a permanent one.
No, that's Scatterboo.
Right. I thought the whole point of their headbutt celebration was they give each other concussions.
No, I think I think what they're doing is they only share one brain cell between the two of them, and they're transferring it over when the other one needs it.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Oh, it's a running play? 1 second. You take it for this one. I need it for the passing plays. Oh, shit, it's an RPO? What are we going to do?
Butt heads mid-play.
I've seen them do that. Yeah.
Wait, what happened today with the Giants? Did something happen?
Did Joe Shane get fired, the architect of our destruction?
Did the Maras and Tisches sell the team?
That would have been cool.
That would have been so cool.
Or they put Kate Mara in charge. John Mara's daughter, the kind of cute redhead chick from House of Cards.
So hot.
Obtainably hot. The best kind.
The mom from Friendship?
Oh my god, I totally forgot she was the mom in Friendship.
She got stuck in the sewer and had an orgasm down there.
Orgasm in the sewer. Why can't my owner have an orgasm in the sewer?
She's unreasonably close with both her son, who she kisses on the lips, and her hot firefighter ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, nothing was going on there.
Definitely not. Definitely. Especially not when she went to go stay at his pool house. Which, by the way, what firefighters do you know that can afford a pool house on a firefighter's salary?
Dude, most firefighters don't even get paid. Outside of outside of like the 10 biggest cities in America, I'm pretty sure most firefighters are all volunteers.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're a hot firefighter with a pool house.
Also,
you're officially the hottest man in America.
I think firefighter hotness needs to be graded on a curve because they don't do anything all day. All they do is work out. It's not fair. We could all be pretty hot if our entire job was sitting in a room with a bunch of dudes working out all day. They get like 5 field calls
a word
year.
For that.
What?
I think there's a word for that.
Gay sex? That's 2 words, Will. Anyway, Brian Daboll got fired.
Oh, Brian Daboll.
The coach.
Our head coach.
The head coach.
Our ex-head coach.
Yes, so just going to read through a reaction from Colin Cowherd. It's idiotic. Why would you fire him? He's the best head coach you have on the team. Yeah, no shit. He was the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he thought it was stupid. He's like, he's clearly good with Jackson Dart. Is he? Or is Jackson Dart just good? Because he was clearly bad with Daniel Jones, who is now good with a different coach. He was clearly bad with Saquon Barkley. He was clearly bad with Xavier. Isn't it weird that there's all these talented players that go away from Brian Daboll and get better? Even he was all credited with he's the guy who got Josh Allen to be good. He left and Josh Allen got better.
Yep.
I think he should have been. He was fired once before, actually. He was fired on the plane ride back from Denver and somehow talked the Maras out of it. So if that plane ride was just shorter, if we had supersonic commercial airlines, he would have been fired weeks ago.
Yeah, if that plane had been from Green Bay or Chicago.
Dude, if we had a home game,
yeah,
he would have been fired. He would have been fired during the fucking he would have been fired in the locker room.
Well, he's gone now.
So he did the most objectionable thing I've ever seen a coach do during that game that ended up costing them the game, and I knew it was going to cost them the game when he did it. So they were up 17-0. They got stuffed at the goal line. They were on the 1. They got stuffed. They kick a field goal. They make it. They were up 20 to 10. I mean, they were up 17-10. Now they're up 20-10. There was a penalty on the field goal. So they would have had another whole set of downs from the 1 yard line. Automatic first on the 1.
And he declined?
And he declined it so that they would keep the points from the field goal.
You realize you can make another field goal, right?
He doesn't think so because he's the idiot who refuses, despite our kicker getting injured every season, he refuses to get a backup kicker on the roster. If you remember, we lost the Denver game because we missed 2 extra points with Rutgers' backup kicker.
Rutgers
backup kicker. Not
we
their
would have
starting
done better
kicker.
with like a random guy off the street.
That's what that was. They're like 40 blocks from Rutgers. That was just a random guy off the street.
They are like 40 blocks from Rutgers.
They
God damn it.
They didn't go outside their fucking Tinder range to find a kicker. So anyway, yeah, he took the points. The points he would have gotten anyway. Or they could have, scored with 8 attempts from the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
But instead he decided to not even try, keep the 3 points, and then lost the game that they would have won if they got a touchdown there.
Yeah, well, we ended up losing by 4, right?
Yeah.
So it at least would have been tied,
Yeah.
and we probably would have won.
Yeah. Well, one second. Let me bring it up real quick. I just want to see exactly how this went down. I watched it, obviously. Yeah, we lost by 4. So we would have would have been tied. Or maybe Caleb goes for 2. I also want to ask, he clearly hates Jameis Winston, Brian Daboll. And Jameis Winston, I mean, yeah. And he also clearly hates Russell Wilson. And Russell Wilson has done nothing but show he's bad at football now. Like, very bad. So why can't we put Jameis in? When Jackson Dart gets a concussion, why can't we put Jameis in? Why do we keep going back to something we know doesn't work?
I mean, are we tanking? Do we have our draft picks?
What, he wasn't tanking. He wasn't tanking. He was playing for his job, and he was doing the most cowardly shit I've ever seen, and then putting Russell Wilson in. He thought these were all good ideas.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't blame Brian Daboll.
I do.
Like, sure, he's made multiple decisions that have cost us important games.
Sure, he's trying to get Jackson Dart killed.
He's mismanaged our personnel and endangered the careers of
every player on our team.
Yeah, every bright young star that's on our team and all the veterans on our team.
He also kept getting Daniel Jones hurt. I thought that was just a Daniel Jones thing, but he's doing the same. Do you remember when when Jackson Dart went into the tent against the Eagles and like Daboll freaked out and ran in there?
Yeah.
Do you know what the next 2 plays were?
Deep passes.
Quarterback designed runs. As soon as he got Jackson Dart out of the concussion tent, he's like, go get another concussion.
Why would you do that?
He's a fucking idiot. He's one of the dumbest human.
The point I was trying to make is he never should have been in this position to begin with.
Being a coach?
Like, yeah. Brian Daboll is a symptom. He is not the disease. The disease is the Mara and Tisch families running this organization, stuck in the frickin' 1990s, thinking that they can run a team by committee. They can't.
The Packers can.
Well, the Packers are the Packers. Let's focus on ourselves.
For all the optimism, it's like, oh, we can get a new coach now. First of all, there's no new good coaches available. All the good coaches.
Yeah, we have to wait till the offseason.
No, there's none. There's none that are even possibly available.
Well, you never know.
Number 1 best odds right now for us are Lane Kiffin.
Great.
Next is John Gruden. Colin Cowherd wants us to hire Mike McCarthy. These are the options. These are the only 3 coaches available with head coaching, and there's no good coordinators available because they were all taken last season.
Can we just commit group suicide?
We could. So here's the part that's going to make you want to commit group suicide. You remember that GM that we have who wanted to give money to Daniel Jones instead of Saquon, and then instead of trading Saquon or franchise tagging him, let him walk, thinking no one would sign him. And also let Xavier McKinney walk for nothing, and also let Daniel Jones walk for nothing. You could trade these guys, by the way, and at least get picks.
Well, he actually didn't let Daniel Jones walk for nothing. We're actually still paying for Daniel Jones, right?
Daniel Jones, right? But we
cut him.
Yeah, we cut him.
We kicked him out for nothing. We paid to let him leave.
Yes, it's fantastic. So he's in charge of hiring the new coach.
Great.
This guy who famously is bad at stuff. Is solid at drafting.
His son should be running the team.
He's the one who told him to draft Jaden Daniels.
Yes. Let's get that kid running the team.
And did his dad just go, that's silly?
Didn't he win Rookie of the Year?
Yes, of course he won Rookie of the Year. He won Rookie of the Year, and he was the first rookie quarterback to take their team to the conference championship. but he's
Listen to that kid.
Yeah.
Listen to the kid.
If there's anything we've learned, is that intelligence always skips a generation. Look what happened with the Lions. The Lions had an awful, incompetent owner. She just gave it over to her kid, and since then they've been amazing.
Or look at Carly Ursay.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, she's great.
Yeah, and she's smoking hot.
Is she?
Maybe not smoking hot.
I mean, as far as NFL owners go, does she spell Carly weird? Oh no, it's because she's technically Gordon.
She's cute.
She's cute. She used to be. She kind of looks like Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Damn. How much she worth? But I'd have to live in Indianapolis. Not worth it. Anyway, you okay there, buddy? What are you doing?
Googling Carly Ursay Gordon.
You could do that on your own time. There's no gooning on camera. I know
it's below camera.
Will you get up in your camera? Stop hunching. Okay. So, Giants. Any optimism?
No.
Good. So, who's going to be our pick? We're going to get a top 5 pick. What do we need? We need an offensive line. A wide receiver would be nice. I guess in the order of things we need, secondary, offensive line, more offensive line, another wide receiver, probably a backup running back, a tight end. We definitely need a tight end.
Tight end is both receiver and offensive line.
Yeah, we need all those things. We need the people who stop receivers. We need the people who block. And we need the people who are receivers. And we need the people who are receivers and block.
Can we draft a new owner?
No. If you put all the owner, that would actually be a really fun. Remind me of that for next. I mean, unless we want to do it now and just throw out everything else we have on the docket.
No.
I think an owner draft would be fun. Who goes down? Would that not be a fun game? The owner draft?
I mean, that'd be great.
We'll do it another time. Put it on the docket for another time.
Yeah. What are we drafting them based off of?
How much you would want them to own your team.
Okay, I just wasn't. It might have been.
It's not on
athletic
hotness,
ability.
bro.
I didn't say it was hotness.
Stop trying to draft Carly Ursay.
No.
You want to go to the next thing? Bills Patriots?
Sure. Bills Patriots.
Okay, so I wrote Bills Patriots here. They did not play each other. They have played each other this season. I wrote this here because no one's talking about this. The Bills are probably not going to – they're almost definitely not going to win their division.
Nope.
They are now 2.5 games behind Patriots because of the Patriots having the tiebreaker. They do play again, but they lost their home game, so they're going to play the Patriots in Foxborough, where the Patriots have been insanely good. The Patriots in general have been insanely good. The Bills lost today to the fucking Dolphins by, like, a good amount. It wasn't like some fluky weird shit. Like, they just lost.
Yeah, they lost by like 17.
Yeah. And that was like, generous because they were down by like 23 until like the last couple minutes.
So the Bills are frauds.
Yeah. And all they keep saying is, but we beat the Chiefs. You do that every year, man. Does it ever matter?
How many times do we have to go through this? The Chiefs are fine. The Bills are frauds. That's the way it is. That's the way it has been. That's the way it'll always be. As long as Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes are the quarterbacks.
So I want to go through the standings and explain. So the Bills, despite being the Patriots are minus 280 to win the division. The Bills are like plus 210. So they're like 2-1 underdogs even to win the division. And yet somehow they're plus 850 to not make the playoffs. This is the best bet you can make. Because statistically, they're probably not going to make the playoffs. If you just go through the Bills have a really easy schedule, but they've done most of the easy shit. So the games left are the Buccaneers. That's a game they could totally lose. The Texans, who have one of the best defenses in the league. The Steelers, who are going to be playing basically for their playoff lives. The Bengals, who they should beat. The Patriots, who already beat them once, and this one's on the road. The Browns, who I guess they can beat. The Eagles, and then they get one more Jets game.
Everybody likes a Jets game.
The Patriots, who have a 2.5 game lead on the Bills, have 2 more Jets games.
The Patriots' schedule is insanely easy.
Yes, they've had one of the easiest schedules, and they will continue to have one of the easiest schedules. I think they have the easiest remaining schedule, and they've had the second easiest schedule up to this point.
Yeah, and when you look at schedules at the beginning of the year, you're just basing it off the last year. So by the time you actually get to that game, it might be that the team that you thought was going to be bad is now really good. But with the Patriots, all the teams that they're playing that we thought were going to be bad are even worse. And most of the teams that we thought were going to be good are not that great.
Yeah. I just want to list some of the teams that they play and will play. So I'm going to count teams they will play. So the Dolphins, who are going to fire their coach. The Jets twice. The Giants. The Bengals. The Titans. The Browns, the Saints, the Panthers, the Raiders. That's just every bad team.
This is the who's who of shitty NFL teams.
That's like all. I think they play every. Do they play every 4th place team? Like what the fuck? I think they play every team that's under 3 wins. Why can't we?
Yeah, just silly.
Why can't we get that schedule?
If we got it, we would still lose all our games. So I don't know what you want.
Do you know who we fucking play this Sunday?
Is it the Eagles again?
The Packers. We already done the Eagles.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, the Packers. Great.
Do you know how we play the week after?
It should be a super easy game.
Guess who we play the week after that?
I don't know. The Ravens?
The Lions.
Great.
Then we play the Patriots. Then the Commanders, who will have Jaden Daniels back by then.
Will they?
Oh, actually, no. He's out for the season.
Yeah.
I confused his injury with the last injury he had. He actually might be too tiny to be a quarterback. That might be a real thing.
I mean,
he doesn't have the Kyler Murray short problem.
Yeah, he's too skinny. He could bulk up.
I don't think he can. He has a really thin frame. He has like no shoulders. Man,
I went from 135 pounds at 5'7" to 195 pounds at 5'7". So
yeah, but you're short. It's easier to pack on muscle. He's like 6'2".
Okay, it's possible. Okay,
it's
possible.
Do short guys not like it when we point that out?
No, we don't.
Yeah.
In fact, we really hate it.
So Drake May is currently the fucking leader for the MVP.
What?
Yeah. They're the number 1 seed in the league. He's been playing out of his mind. And the Patriots, after, 4 years, and only in those 4 years, their quarterback only made the Pro Bowl once.
Only once. Oh.
Now they have it. Now they have another MVP.
Great.
So sick, guys. This just seems unfair.
Yeah.
You know what we probably would have drafted Drake May if we didn't give Daniel Jones that contract. That's probably where we would have ended up.
Yeah, and if my grandmother had wheels, she'd be a bike. So
I think she needs way more parts than just the wheels, man.
If she had a frame and axles and handlebars and brakes,
gears,
and a chain,
a kickstand,
a
little bell,
seat,
a dildo
basket.
seat.
Don't talk about my grandma like that.
I wasn't. I was insulting the design of the seats of bikes that I can't believe we've never changed. I get that you need it to be out of the way so your legs can rotate, but why does it have to be a protruding dildo shape?
Some people like it like that.
Can't it just be a rectangle? Like a horizontal?
No!
Why not?
No!
Wouldn't that be way more comfortable for every heterosexual who uses the bike?
Don't be an idiot.
Anyway, nothing else. I mean, there were some crazy games yesterday, but nothing insane. I'm just going to go to the crazy stats. I don't have a ton because it's early in the week. All right, first one. Giant. Crazy stats from this week in the NFL. Congratulations, Super Bowl winner Matthew Stafford. In his 14th season, he has officially become a 500 quarterback.
Congratulations. That's really big for you, Matthew.
115, and 1. The most starts for any QB to ever get to 500. Good job, buddy. See, here's the issue.
I'm also 500 as a quarterback.
Yeah, shit. I'm under 500. The Browns became the first team in NFL history to have 0 turnovers and hold their opponent to under 175 yards and lose.
We love it when the Browns make history.
There are teams who do that now are 255 and 1. And lastly, why did they fire Brian Daboll? The Giants have only given up the most fourth quarter points in the NFL this year.
Is that bad?
Another fun stat. I think I know why the Cowboys made that trade for Jameis Winston. He has a weird name.
Quinn Williams?
Quinn Williams, that's it. For Quinn Williams.
Sauce Gardner.
Sauce Gardner went to the Colts.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I think I get it. Because both them and the Bengals were on track this season to have the worst defenses in NFL history. So they're like,
not us.
Fuck that. We're going to make that the Bengals. It doesn't matter that we're taking everything we got from the Micah Parsons trade, a much better player than Quinn Williams, and spending it all on Quinn Williams, a worse player, in the middle of a season that's already lost, that will only make our own draft pick lower and do nothing. Yeah. And also, we're then going to have to cut the other guy that we got from Micah Parsons because they play the same position. And we don't have the money to keep both. But we won't be the worst defense in NFL history. That will be the Bengals. Who?
5D chess. Congratulations, Dallas.
The first team in NFL history, the Cincinnati Bengals, to put up over 37 points in back-to-back weeks and lose both. I have one more giant stat.
Oh, boy.
Jackson Dart is the first player in NFL history to have a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown in 5 consecutive games. The Giants lost 4 of them.
Yeah, I mean...
Why did we fire Daboll?
The only players I could compare that to are like Lamar, Michael Vick, and Colin Kaepernick, which just... I'm
going to take a wild guess and assume Jackson Dart from Utah, who went to Ole Miss, who regularly says the N-word, probably not going to take the same stance as Colin Kaepernick.
But they're both black.
If anything, I think Jackson Dart is blacker.
Yeah. I think Jameis gave him a pass.
The whole team gave him a pass. There's that.
You know who doesn't get a pass?
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
It'd be so funny to see Jackson Dart say the N-word and everyone laughs, and then Russell Wilson says it and everyone's like, that's not okay.
Bro, what'd you say?
What?
You can't say that.
You cannot say that. That's our word.
You don't understand the history behind that word.
I actually do think that Russell Wilson's the whitest guy in that locker room.
Yeah.
Oh, I have one more stat for crazy stats. Stephon Diggs is on track to break Tyreek Hill's record.
I saw, yeah, congratulations.
4 kids in the season, only 3 touchdowns.
Well, he still has time, right? He's not injured.
You can have more kids. Tyreek Hill's record was 5 kids in the season.
Some records will never be broken.
All different women. Stephon Diggs, not all different women. 2 of them are twins.
Oh, that's cheating.
I know. But one of the people who got pregnant was Cardi B. Is that minus?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how that. I'm gonna have to ask the board how that plays into the math. We'll get back to him.
Well, we have to find out if it was consensual because I don't know why people don't talk about this. Cardi B famously admitted to being a rapist.
Yes.
She said when she was a stripper, she would drug and rape and then rob men.
Which my question is, was the rape necessary? If you're drugging them, can't you just rob them right afterwards?
It probably helps them get to sleep.
I thought that's what the drugs were for.
Well, yeah, but you gotta do something while the drugs kick in.
Listen, a girl's got to have fun, okay?
I just want to point out, Bill Cosby did not rob a single one of those women. Cardi B, worse than Bill Cosby. I want that on record.
He didn't need to. He was already rich. Why do you think he was so into rape?
That's true. Cardi B was a stripper. She probably wasn't as rich.
No.
But why is Louis C.K. canceled and she's not? Why did she just have the best-selling album, like, ever?
I don't know. And you know the worst thing? Louis C.K., Mexican. You guys are canceling a Latino man, an immigrant.
A Latino immigrant. He's Mexican and then grew up in Canada, I think.
Yeah. His family came to this country with nothing. Okay?
Nothing but gross red hair and terrible genetics.
Nothing but pasty skin and weird masturbation habits, okay?
He asked all those women and they said yes. What do you
guys want to
from
cancel him? Listen, liberal women, we want Louis C.K. back.
He's actually performing in New York like all of November and December if you want to see.
All right, let's go watch.
Yeah, we should go.
Yeah.
For support.
Yeah.
Not because he was the best comedian of the 2010s. I'm so mad that he got canceled because of that.
Not because he's a top 10 stand-up comic of all time and his work still holds up.
The of course but maybe bit.
Yeah.
Also,
iconic stuff.
I think I quote his Cinnabon joke every time I'm at an airport.
Yeah, would you like extra jizz?
You think I have self-respect? I'm eating a Cinnabon at the airport I arrived at. You get why that's extra gross.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
legend.
He's probably the kind of guy that gets Cinnabons at both Auntie Annie's when he's coming out of the queue stop at Barclays.
There are 2 Auntie Annie's in that subway station.
If you go from the queue to Barclays via the Atlantic Avenue Barclays Center stop, first of all, it takes like a solid 12 minutes to walk out of the bowels of that station up to Barclays Center. And you pass 2 Auntie Annie's pretzels.
Well, what if you were thinking about it the first time, and then the second time you're like, okay, this is a sign, I should go get it.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of primes your brain.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
It's actually a pretty good idea.
You know, it's pretty rare to have anything more than like a coffee stand in a subway station, but to have 2 of the same, I don't know what kind of fucking deal they cut with the city, but I think Eric Adams gets free Auntie Annie's for life.
Dude, Eric Adams is still doing hilarious shit.
He's a hilarious person.
He's so funny. Also, apparently black people tried to warn us about electing him because he's just been like chilling at the nightclubs on Dykeman at like the hookah lounges for like 20.
That's my mayor. That's my mayor.
Do you remember he got in trouble because he confused Dominicans with Italians? And then they're like, what do you have to say to your constituents? And he goes, you tell the Dominicans that I'm the only mayor that's ever partied at the clubs on Dykeman.
To be fair, they are both really loud.
They're festive people.
Yeah.
Eric Adams, you will not be missed.
I think he needs to host every show that's in the TV in the back of a cab.
You mean like what was that show called? Cash Cab?
No. Like you know how when you get in a cab, there's that little TV screen.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's like
yeah,
playing random like CNBC and
It'll be like a Today
CBS,
Show clip, and then there'll be like
yeah,
or of an apartment you can't afford.
exactly. I think Eric Adams should host
Should have a talk.
all content that is played in the back of yellow cabs.
We should have like an Arsenio Hall talk show, but like it's a
Yes.
and his guests always have to be one of his baby mamas.
No, but they do have to be smoking hookah while they talk.
Everyone has to smoke hookah.
Yeah.
Except for Sean Penn, he can smoke cigarettes because he has it in his rider that he has to smoke cigarettes during interviews.
I think Sean Penn will be just fine smoking hookah.
What's next? Oh, you want to talk Tio Shakur first?
Yeah. Is there anything in the NBA you wanted to talk about? Oh. There's one thing that we need to talk about.
What happened?
Jaylen Brown.
Oh.
Owner of a receding hairline. Former owner of a juice box fade. It was pretty epic, I gotta admit. Respect to you, Jaylen.
I like you, Jaylen.
But Jaylen is going around the league claiming bodies and marking them with his fake hairline.
Yeah, if you haven't seen, Jaylen Brown has been playing other teams whose home jerseys are white. And when they touch his hair, they get black smudge all over it because it's not hair.
Right. Well, usually what happens is he like puts his head down and drives into somebody, which is a pretty common thing that happens in the NBA. And then the guy will come away and there's like a black mark right on his white jersey. And they're like, and this has happened like 3 or 4 times
in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
I think next time it happens, it's got to be a tech.
Jaylen, you have 140 something IQ. You are an adjunct professor at Harvard. Or, maybe it was MIT. I forget. But
I think that was Cal. Or yeah.
Whatever. One of those schools. You can't figure out that once it happens once, the cat's out of the bag, go to fucking Turkey and get it fixed or shave your fucking head like every other NBA player?
Yeah, shave your head. You can get a transplant in the offseason. It costs like $10,000.
Yeah.
You don't even need to go to Turkey. They'll do it there in Boston.
You have infinity money. Your contract is more than the budget for Avengers Endgame.
Literally Infinity War money.
Fucking get a new hairline, man.
Yeah. Or at least figure out a way to draw your hairline on so it doesn't rub off when you put your head into someone's jersey.
No, this might be a race thing. Because you know LeBron has like the fake hairpiece too.
Yeah.
And then like all the other NBA players have to shave their heads.
Yeah.
Have we not perfected hair transplants for black people?
Good question. I think it might be a little more difficult because black hair is curly.
Yeah.
Black hair tends to be a good deal curlier. But I really don't know.
Man, we're about to learn some stuff.
I think it's possible that athletes just don't want to do it because you're down for like a month.
Yeah, but you could do it. But athletes are the perfect people to do this. They literally have an off season. No one else has that. Well, maybe teachers. The procedure requires specialized techniques and an experienced surgeon due to the follicule's unique curly structure and coarseness, both above and beneath the. Okay, so it's harder, but it can be done.
Well, this
Especially
says
if
many
you have-
African Americans
Especially if you
don't
make
think
$70 million a year.
I think anything is possible if you make $70 million a year.
Fucking year.
This says that it's actually easier for black men because they don't need as many grafts to fill out their hairline because it's curly.
Yo, wait, I got a solution. Why doesn't Jaylen Brown just become a hat guy? Oh,
he could become a headband guy.
Anymore.
He could be a headband guy.
Yeah, that's what LeBron did, and then he got rid of the headband because he got that little fake front toupee. Why can't LeBron get a hair transplant? He's literally a billionaire.
You know what else I think it is? If you connect the dots. So it's been an open secret in the league for a long time that, I mean, the biggest culprit is LeBron, but a lot of players are on growth hormone or testosterone. Now the big thing is stem cells. And in order to really for almost any doctor to consider giving you a hair transplant, you have to be on finasteride or dutasteride, which modify your hormones to not make you bald anymore. But that might, at the margins, decrease athletic performance.
Decreases testosterone.
And, yeah. I mean, technically it actually increases testosterone, but it decreases dihydrotestosterone, which is a more powerful version. So on balance, the effective testosterone is lowered. It's some kind of complicated stuff, but the point is, if you're on some kind of hormonal enhancement for athletic purposes, you might have to sacrifice your hairline.
Well, I just think when you get $70 million a year, you can find a doctor who can fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay. We probably only got time for one more of these. You want to do Shakur, Teofimo, or Fabio Wardley?
I mean, we can just touch on Shakur very briefly.
Shakur Stevenson.
It was announced. Yeah, it was announced today that Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez will be fighting at Madison Square Garden in, was it January?
January 31st.
Very exciting fight between two young American star boxers, which we've been missing for years and years. So I'm very excited. I know the whole boxing community is very excited, and we will be there.
We will definitely be there. Our seats are going to suck, but we will be there.
In the rafters.
The fuck just happened? Yeah. The line opened up with Shakur Stevenson as minus 250, which I kind of get because Teo hasn't looked good in a while, but he's also been he's a play down to your competition kind of guy.
Also, I felt like Teo was a lot bigger.
Yeah, Shakur's moving up a weight class for this. Because Shakur's currently the 135 champ and Teo's 140, and they're fighting at 140, I'm pretty sure.
Because I remember when Teo fought Loma, he looked a lot bigger than Loma.
Well, Loma's natural weight was like 122.
Yeah.
But there was no one for him to fight there. He cleared it out.
Yeah.
Because he's fucking awesome. Teo's the only guy who ever really beat Loma. I still don't think Devin Haney won that fight.
No.
Yep.
And, I mean, the Teo fight was a little bit of the same as the Haney fight in that Loma got off to a really slow start. But, with Haney, I thought he won at least 6 rounds. With Teo, I only think he won 4 or 5. So,
yeah, I remember I rescored it at some point. I think I gave Loma 4. But
anyways, do you want to talk about Wardley?
Yes, I just want to explain who this guy is and why a boxing movie is in the works. So Fabio Wardley is this British boxer who had no amateur fights in his mid-20s did what are called white-collar fights, which are basically like, if you don't want a registered fight, this is how you can do like a boxing match for charity, or like two guys just trying to get in shape. He did 4 of those and then went professional. He has gone on this crazy run. So he's this fast, athletic. All of his fights are crazy. None of them are normal. Okay, none of them are normal. He has a crazy knockout punch. He's fast. He has an insane chin. He won 3 years into his career, he won the British Heavyweight Championship against Tyson Fury's cousin.
Tommy?
No, that's his little brother. This was against his cousin. Anyway, and then who actually is probably better than Tommy, but whatever. Then, so I really started being aware of him this year. I heard some stuff about him, but I really started being aware of him. He had this big fight. He was a huge underdog against a guy named Huni. It was on a re-out season card. This was to become a ranked fight in the top 10 of the heavyweights. He's been moving up. I could go into more detail, but every step along the way has just been a rocky thing. It's just like huge underdog shows up, crazy, brutal battle, knockout win, World League moves on. So his opponent gets replaced by a completely different fighter who's way better. This guy, Huni. Huni is beating the living shit out of him for 11 rounds. Fight's about to be stopped. Boom. Overhand right, knocks him clean out, completely unconscious.
Crazy.
So that's how he became a ranked fighter, got really on the map. Then Joseph Parker is like the next guy up to fight Usyk. And he's just like Usyk after going through like his last 6 fights, Joshua, Dubois, Tyson Fury, Dubois again. He's like, I need a little time off. So Parker, instead of just sitting around, he's the mandatory and waiting. He's like, I'm going to stay busy. There's this young, dangerous guy who's a huge star, becoming a huge star in England. I'm gonna fight him. Parker's a fucking 8-1 favorite. And it's just one of the most brutal back and forth battles. Stops Joseph Parker at the end. Monstrous thing. So now, just like in Rocky, he's getting his title shot against the undefeated champion. But there's more. Because this is not just any undefeated champion. Yes, he's a scary Eastern European. Yes, he seems like the perfect, unbeatable fighter. Very much like Ivan Drago. Is my signed Dolph Lundgren boxing glove. But not only that, I just went through his last 6 fights. Who were they?
Usyk?
Usyk's last 6 fights. It was 3 fighters, last 6 fights.
Tyson Fury, Daniel Dubois, and Joshua?
Yes. He went Joshua, Dubois, Fury, Dubois. What do they all have in common?
All British.
They were all British. And here comes this homegrown, blue-collar, little Rocky story. The pride of England. He went through all of their golden boys. He went through their golden boy. He went through the eccentric giant. He went through their up-and-coming star, their future. And now he's going against this underdog Rocky story.
Insane.
And if they don't sell that fight, and now he is the mandatory for Usyk. This motherfucker was working in a factory like 4 years ago.
This kind of reminds me of Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, Wilder's thing was also crazy, but he didn't fight as good a guys as He fought
No.
towards the end. He did like he fought Fury.
I mean, he had a decent amateur career.
Fought Luis Ortiz. This guy had no amateur career. Yeah, Wilder's thing was he was a football player. He was like a backup.
Basketball, I think.
No, it was football. It was backup at Bama.
Okay.
And he stopped.
And yeah, he started fighting to pay for his daughter's spina bifida treatment.
Yeah, at the time he was a truck driver for Budweiser.
Right.
He also has a crazy story. They undersold that. But yeah.
Yeah.
So we got a Rocky movie coming on in England. I forgot what terrible city in England he's from. It's one of those cities in England that you can just tell is like a shitty like factory city.
Like Essex.
Yeah, this one's called Ipswich.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Terrible.
Yeah, you could just tell that sounds bad. Oh my god, all these pictures of this place are horrible. It looks like fucking Newark. You looking up Ipswich, England?
Oh, yeah. Gross.
It looks like the town from Peaky Blinders.
I think it is the town from Peaky Blinders.
But yeah, that's what's brewing, and I just wanted you to be aware of the backstory of this shit. And also the fact that he's incapable of having a boring fight. Also, I'm terrified of what would have happened if he like trained in boxing his whole life.
I guess we'll never know.
One last thing about that British thing. British heavyweight is crazy. So like I was just going through like all the ranks in all of the basically all of the ranks for all of the divisions. And obviously once you get because American sports, we've talked about this, like really like they all take all the big people. We have no heavyweights, we have no light heavyweights, we have no cruiserweights. And then once you get down there, we just start dominating every division. But the British I guess technically there's 11 ranked guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the top 10 heavyweights are British.
That's wild.
Yeah. Moses, it's Joshua is 10th. Moses Atuma is 9th. Daniel Dubois 5th. Fabio Wardley 2nd. Then Tyson Fury is number 1 contender. So I guess it's 5 of 11 because they just have Usyk as champion. It's kind of unranked.
Yeah. That's a lot.
British boxing has gone nuts, especially in the heavyweight division.
Yeah.
Where are they getting all these big guys? It's a small-ass island.
I guess not that small.
Well, the thing is, boxing's now become their second most popular sport. It's beat rugby. And rugby, You don't even need to be as big as a heavyweight to play rugby.
Yeah, and, I think in rugby, you need a lot more endurance. You need a lot more speed.
Yeah.
And, you have some big guys. But,
but you don't have, 6'5", 280 guys.
No.
Because they got to move too much. So, they're just all... And then, let me see, cruiserweight. Yeah, a lot of British guys at cruiserweight, too. They're just scooping up and British, Australian, New Zealand, man. And then once you get to, the 168-pounder, you start seeing a bunch of Americans. And then you get even lower, and you start seeing Mexicans and Japanese people.
Yeah.
Yeah!
For reasons we will not go into on this podcast.
I mean, we've gone to worse things.
Yeah, we have.
But we'll save that for another podcast. Stay tuned. We're going to be talking about race genetic theories, Cardi B's rapes, and we're going to do that fun little NFL owner draft.
Yeah, eugenics, phrenology,
criminology.
Yeah.
Sociology, kind of.
Ethnic conflict.
And then,
ethno-religious conflict.
And then we're going to play a fun little game.
It's so fun.
It's so fun. I think that's it for today. Thanks for joining us. This is 200 Proof Sports. Don't forget the SeatGeek discount And like, rate, subscribe, rage bait in the comments, race bait in the comments. Tell us your opinions about Cardi B.
Do all the baiting in the comments.
No music opinions.
Ew, no. Don't do that. Not here. This is not the place.
This is not the place. That's NFR podcast.
Yeah.
Anyway, bye everybody.